Hello, I'm Dr. Debbie, and I want to thank everyone who has watched, liked, commented, and/or subscribed to my channel. I closed my clinical practice in California in August of 2021 and decided not to start up again here in Texas. After more than 2 decades of clinical work, it seemed like it would be a good time to retire. However, I'm still passionate about helping men, women, and couples create and sustain healthy relationships. So instead of retiring, I started to create online education and training that would be available to as many people as possible. Transitioning from my roles as professor and clinical psychologist to writing and teaching online has been an interesting journey, to say the least. Although I've been on YouTube for more than a decade, I didn't get serious about growing my channel until the fall of 2022. Then, in 2023, between January 1st and November 30th so far, I picked up speed and published 150 videos. With 25 more in the queue as of December 1st, I decided it's time to take this to another level. Why now? Well, the average length of my videos has been around 5 minutes. Feedback from some viewers indicates they're unaware that each of these short videos is a very small part of a much larger conversation about understanding the opposite sex. Over more than 25 years, I learned that women tend to ask way more questions. Thus, I have produced many more resources for women. In reality, about 75% of my work is, and always has been, teaching women to understand and respect their husbands. And that's why I created a Wise Woman's Guide to Men in Marriage. The title is based on an ancient saying, "A wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands, the foolish one tears hers down." During that same time frame, men have been asking me to explain women. So this year, I also created a quick start guide to understanding women, which now makes up the other 25% of my work. Check out my channel playlists and you'll notice the differences both in quantity and content. No, I don't play favorites, nor do I blame either gender for all the problems in a relationship. I never have and I never will. Doing so would be counterproductive. So what does taking this to a new level mean? To provide long-form content with more explanation and examples would mean the possibility of imparting a deeper understanding of the opposite sex. Therefore, I'm currently in the process of starting a podcast. If I don't get off track with tech issues, the trailer should have been posted earlier today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Stitcher. However, I understand that Apple can take several weeks to accept new submissions. My hope is that the podcast will be available on all 3 platforms by Christmas. Don't worry, you won't miss anything if you prefer YouTube. I will be video recording the podcast for this platform as well. How cool is that? This means a whole new set of tech skills for me. As a solopreneur, I'm doing it all. So if you ever see a post with typos, you know who to blame. And even more importantly, who to tell so she can fix it. Today I'm including the rough draft of my show description. I may tweak it a bit, but then again, I may not. Anyway, here it is. Are you passionate about your mate and your marriage? Nevertheless, do you wish your husband would be more romantic? Do you wish he was a more confident and compassionate leader? Do you often wonder what he's thinking? How does he feel? Does he feel anything? Why does he stonewall? Why does he do what he does instead of what you think he should do? What's the big deal and difference between love and respect? And the biggest question of all, can you really have the marriage you've always dreamed of? Whether you've been wondering about men for 7 days or 7 decades, this is the show for you. Hello, I'm Dr. Debbie, and I've been helping men, women, and couples grow together for more than 25 years. Now it's your turn to benefit from all I've learned and taught as a former couples counselor and university professor. An ancient proverb states, "A wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands, the foolish one tears hers down. You're here because you want to be a wise woman. Much of what you've learned about men probably isn't true. Therefore, I'm here to serve as your guide, both in the learning as well as in the unlearning process. A Wise Woman's Guide to Men in Marriage is a personal development podcast that shares the most effective ways you can apply the findings of scientific research to your everyday life and love. Each episode is packed with instant encouragement and practical tips to grow bravely and confidently into your relationship. You'll discover the beauty and power of your femininity as you learn how to get what you want from life without drama and manipulation, without discounting and dismissing men, and without trying to be a man. And men can learn about women here too, because this podcast is a safe place where women are valued and men are respected. You will learn how to understand and appreciate your God-given gender differences. We'll talk about biology, socialization, behavior, emotions, communication, and connection. Because men and women are different. Always have been, always will be. And that's a very good thing. Subscribe now so you don't miss the next episode. And remember, I'm here to help. There you have it. I'm looking forward to serving you with this new resource. I'll let you know when the show is live. If you want to make sure you don't miss the debut, send me a message using the link below so I can add you to my email list. And I'll see you soon.